7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Is she satisfied or dissatisfied? She is just a customer, just like everyone else. Like always, giving it to you raw and unedited. Over to you, the short one.
Bloody hell, Amazon. How big is this box? Hi, welcome to this week's podcast. So, it's nice for you to listen to me this week. Can't remember what last week's podcast was about. Was it negativity, positivity? I can't remember. But this week has been okay. It's been all right. It's been good. It's been great. It's been stressful a bit as well. And, yeah, but first of all, I want to talk about, so there's a news agency in the town centre and they've got a handwritten note on the door because it's shut. It's saying we'll be back in a few days. Now, going back to quite a few podcasts, whatever, way back when, I did mention that, when you go to a shop and then you see a note saying be back in 5 minutes, that really gets my goat, because when does that 5 minutes start? Does it start now? But I didn't see you leave the shop. Do I wait for 5 minutes? Like, literally, are you going to be back in 5 minutes? Because that really pisses me off, because 5 minutes isn't really 5 minutes. You could be back in an hour or something. So it's nice to, probably put the time the note was written, just, so we know, because other than that, we tend to walk away and don't come back. But anyway, so there's this news agency in the town centre, and it says something like, be back in a few days or something. And it's been like that for a while. I'm shit at timelines. I can't say a month, a year, or whatever, because I'm really bad at timelines. But it's been there for a while, and let's say more than a few days. Now, so whenever I walk past there, I think, oh, okay. I remember seeing that, a while back. And then the other day, I saw some, messages on there, people saying we miss you and hope everything's all right. And I thought, oh, shit, I hope they are okay. So I kind of went to, when you give side eye, okay, to, oh. And I do hope everything's all right, because the guy in there's a really nice guy. I remember when I first moved here, he educated me on how the bus system works here, because it's totally different from London. London, you've only got TfL. You get an Oyster card, blah, blah, blah. You know what to do. You come out to the Shires, and it's totally different. And before I used the bus system, I went in there just to inquire. I'm new to the area, and, I don't know how we got onto bus systems, but he was educating me. And even again, when the museum opened, we had been a really, really interesting chat on small businesses, because he was saying to me something like having big businesses actually is good for small businesses because they bring the foot traffic. And I actually thought, oh, I think there's a point there somewhere. Because I've always thought that big businesses are ruining small businesses, but he did make sense. Not that I'm a believer of that, or, I'm going to, follow that and add that to one of the 10 commandments. Not that I'm religious, but he did make a point. But it was a really good discussion, and I hope he's okay. Seriously, I hope he is. But yeah, so one good thing, I achieved something. So I went to the refill pantry to get my pistachios, and because it's all DIY, you bring your container, you weigh it, blah, 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 you put your stuff in it, you weigh it again and take it to the till. I couldn't be bothered to learn that. Do you know what? I've come to this point in life where I think I'm not ready to learn anything new. It's too late. It's too late to learn anything new. You know, I know I know everything, but my brain capacity is full up now because I've got too much knowledge. Just call me Einstein. But the other day I went to get pistachios and like the people in there, the workers in there were very busy. So I kind of thought, oh, if I stand here in the middle of the shop, I look like a Wally. So I thought, okay, the short one, this is your time. Just do it. Picked up my bag, one of the free bags, and poured my pistachios in there. I wanted to spend £5. Pour my pistachios in there, went to the little weighing thing in the computerized touch screen thing, and I managed to do it. It was £4.31, and I thought, should I put a bit more? But I thought, no, I'm going to get too excited, because that's the thing with me. I get, when I learn something new, I get so excited. I get lit. Before I know it, I'll be leaving with like £50 worth of pistachios. And what do you do with £50 worth of pistachios? Eat them. But I didn't want to eat £50 of pistachios, so I just left it at £4.31. And also I didn't want to look greedy as well, because oh my gosh, because they already know. Like when I walk into the shop, it's like, you come for the pistachios. It's like, oh, how embarrassing. But it's good though. I love it because it's like, I feel so famous. I feel so VIP. It's like, yeah, darling, absolutely, my usual, that kind of thing. But I actually managed to do it myself, which means I've got to keep doing it myself. I'm missing that little touch of like, red carpet treatment. But they're so helpful in there. I know I'd probably get that anyway. But I was left on my own devices. Oh my gosh, it was quite cool. But yeah, so the pistachios still very good. But I'm trying to wean myself down on them because I've got this thing and my family knows me for it. When I like something, I go to excess until I vomit. Once I vomit, that's it. It's cut off. We're divorced. I don't want to see you. Just go. Take your bags and leave. Like, I'm literally like that. And pistachios, they're so good. I don't want to divorce them. Because then I've got to go to the next nut. And then it's like, oh gosh, I feel like I'm chinging the pistachios, You know what? Being loyal, I tell you, it's hard work. It's hard work being loyal. Speaking of loyalty, since we're on the subject, so I went to Bang Bang in Colindale, Chinese restaurant. Well, not restaurant. It's like a food hall, and all around the edges you've got different Chinese restaurants and stuff, and it's like the seating area right in the middle. It's massive, and so if you're like with 2 people, 3 people, you can all buy from different places and meet up in the middle to eat and stuff. I think I've actually described it quite well. Anyway, so I had been there 3 days on the trot, like literally 3 days back to back. PIG, absolutely, but you can't. Duck and rice. I think it's roast duck and rice, but duck and rice. That's my tipple when I go to a Chinese restaurant. Again, I'm loyal to food. I can sit there, read a menu for about an hour, but I'll still order the same thing. So boring. And speaking of boring and loyalty, gosh, everything's linking today. I'm so talkative today. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know, what is wrong with me? I'm not even high. I'm in high on medicated tablets. But I've got so much I've got a lot to say really. But anyway, I digress. So I'm going to Bang Bang. And so I'm with my friend, and I was saying to him, I was like, yeah, I always get the same thing. And like, did you get the same thing yesterday? I was like, yeah. He goes, why don't you get something different? I was like, no, why would I want to get something different? I go to the same vendor, and I order my plain boiled rice, and duck, but no vegetables, and a little bit extra sauce. Because even though the sauce is enough, I just want a little bit extra, because I feel like, living life on the edge kind of thing. So anyway, so the 3 times I've been to Bang Bang back to back with 3 different people, because it's embarrassing for the same person. Like, they get like really good dishes that they look so good. And I get my boring, just plain boiled rice. And the rice is put like in a dome kind of shape. And then with my duck, with my sauce. So my plate looks so boring, which it does, and I must say, but my taste buds, my palates, my stomach loves it. But visually, it does look shit. But other people's stuff, it does look amazing. But again, at least I'm loyal. But yeah, but it's good. But I think I'm going to take a break from Chinese food right now. Or maybe I could be lying. So what else is there? Oh, yes. So those who follow my podcast know about my mobile butchers, and they kind of disappeared. And I was devastated. So apparently they're back. So I was told that, oh, your meat friends are back. And I was like, shut up. Well, I didn't say shut up. I used the F word. I was like, fuck off. I was like, don't lie to me. That's not funny. You know, I've done nothing wrong to you. I don't need that kind of like treatment. And they were like, no, seriously, your meat friends are back. And I was like, take a pic. I need evidence. And put the date and time on the pic. You know what? In fact, hold up a bloody newspaper. Have, I don't know, Sky News Live in the background or something. I need to know, because I was like, oh my gosh. And they took a pic. But even though the pic was a bit hazy, apparently they're back. Now, technically, I could have run and gone straight there. But I thought, oh God, I don't know how I'm going to react, you know. And then even Saturday I could have gone, but I didn't even go to the market, all because of these people, because I don't know how I'm going to react. I don't know whether I'm going to cry, hug. I've no idea, but I'm so excited. But then if my friend has literally lied to me and done some Photoshop bullshit with a picture, oh, let's just say, can you all do a GoFundMe page to get my bail money? Because I swear it's going to get brutal. It's going to get brutal up in here. So anyway, but I will try and see if they are there Wednesday. I'm going to try and see. You know, let my emotions run free. Let me not think about it. Talk about anxiety. Jeez. OTT. Also this week, oh my gosh. Anyway, let's have a quick break. So don't forget the website, www.iamjustacustomer.com. On Facebook and Instagram, I am just a customer. And on Twitter, I'm just a customer, because somebody else has got that. I am just a customer. So on Twitter, it's I'm just a customer. Don't put the apostrophe. It ain't gonna work. I am JUSTCUSTOMER. Oh, I'm so excited. I don't know why. But don't forget to follow, you know, do all that stuff on social media that you do, you know, that kind of stuff. I don't need to tell you. If you know social media, you know what to do. But yeah, so anyway, carrying on. So it's coming up to, let's focus on the car month. So I had to do my MOT. I did it a month ago. So I had to do my car insurance, my parking permits, my breakdown cover and everything. And let's just say getting car insurance it's like another job, you know. It's so, the questions. Wouldn't it be just good if there was one comparison website? Just one. But, you know, I like to use the three major ones. And then when you use the Google results and you see other stuff underneath, and it's like, how did I even reach page 20 of Google and I'm still like getting car insurance? And anyway, so finally found a very good car insurance price, a very good quote. So I called up my existing ones and I said, hi, yeah, I've been getting all your letters and all your emails begging me to renew, but unfortunately your quote's a bit too high. So they're like, oh, I'm sorry, how much have you been quoted? So I told them and lowered it a bit. They were like, oh, sorry, I can't beat that. You know what? They could only reduce it by like 10 quid. And I was like, what fucking drugs are you taking? The best you can do is lower it by £10. Are you serious? Oh my gosh. Anyway, so they were like, oh, you know, are you sure you want to leave us? Damn right, bitch, I'm sure. I mean, stupid question. I mean, really, be a human. You know that question's really stupid. What am I going to say? Oh yeah, you're £10 cheaper, but less than what I've been quoted before. So £10 cheaper, but yeah, extremely more than I've been quoted before. So yeah, I'll continue with you. No, you know, I would rather go through the whole ordeal of doing the whole, doing up many quotes and stuff, and my inbox filling up with, oh, just to remind you, you know, your car insurance is up for renewal. I know. Stop hassling me. So anyway, so I finally found a new insurer and did all of it. Got very excited with the price. I thought, ooh, but they are a big name. So I thought, okay, fine, take my money, put my card details in, blah, 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 blah. Card declined. Wait, what? Okay. So I thought, someone's been hacking into my bank account because it can't be declined. So went to the cash point machine, and there's something weird. Like, I find it very awkward to go to the cash point machine just to put my balance in and then take my card out. Because I always feel the person behind me or people who are watching probably thinking, oh, bitch got no money, you know. But I was just checking my balance, but you know. But anyway, I always feel awkward. So anyway, I did that, and my balance was very, very healthy. It was actually more than I expected in my balance. I was like, woo, damn. And then, so I thought, okay, tried again. Card declined. So I thought, okay, need to call up my bank. What the fuck face is going on? So I called up my bank. They said, there's no problem with your card. There's no problem with your account either. So I was like, oh. But the only transaction that showed where I attempted was for something else, even though that wasn't it wasn't like it declined. I think it was Google trying to check my account was actually a real account. I have no idea what Google were doing, but because they didn't take out any money out of my account, I just think, well, I'm not going to bother investigating. So I tried again, card declined. So what the hell? So I called up, not realizing I had to go through the whole application form again. Even though I'd given her the reference number for the quote, went through the whole thing again, and oh my gosh. Now, living in the town centre, obviously I can't park at my address. So I have to park at another residential street, like because of the zone thing and all that kind of stuff. I spent a further 20 minutes with this girl on the phone because she was like, so the address where you're going to park it, what's the postcode? Told her the postcode. What's the door number? Anywhere on the street? But there must be a door number. Who do you, like, what house do you normally park at? Odd question. But anyway, after about 19 minutes, then she said, okay, I'll put an extra note on there. And I was like, yeah, you best do that. Because I was literally, because at one point she even said to me, my manager says we can just say where you park it outside your address, since it's only like a 5-7 minute walk. And I was like, no, I want you to say I park at this certain postcode, but no particular door number. Because you know what, when shit hits the fan, I bet you I'll be fucked up. But they're all right, they've got my money. Sometimes it's always best to stand your ground. So anyway, so she did put the notes thing and everything, and my card did go through successfully, and she couldn't give me an explanation why it kept declining on the website. And I just thought, you just want more people calling you up. I just don't understand it. So after that, took a big breath sigh of relief, and I just thought, geez, at least I've got another 364 days left before I have to go through all this bullshit. But I don't think I would use an insurer where it asks you specifically for a door number. Because most insurers that I've used before, they just ask you for the postcode where you park it overnight. Boom, done. Next question. But no, this one, what door number? Oh, anyway, so the loyalty won't go to them. So apparently, the BHS store is going to be, it looks like a hotel is going to be there. I read before that the hotel bid wasn't going to happen, and it is. Doesn't make sense. I want to shop there. Do you know what would be good? I think a Primark would be good. Now, don't get me wrong. I hate Primark. Primark is like, oh gosh, give me anxiety tablets. Give me some kind of sedation or something. Because it's so busy and it's so, like, it gets messy and it gets confusing and stuff. But a hotel, really? And there's one just behind it. Premier Inn or something. The purple one. The Lenny Henry one. And I just think, okay, maybe St. Albans does attract tourism that much where you need two hotels, like, literally next door to each other. But anyway, so, last but not least, let's talk about Amazon. Now, I'm going to admit, I'm not an environmentalist. You know, I don't recycle. And the good thing about living in a flat is everything goes into one bin, which I don't understand because there's a different rule if you live in a house. But to me, that's my whole point. That's one of the reasons why I don't recycle or environmental, because if houses get like, you know, slapped on the wrist for putting a plastic into a food bin or something, but then a flat, we can all put it all in one bag. We don't get the wheelie bin treatment. But I'm assuming it goes to the same cesspit, right? I'm assuming so. Or when the bin men come, they take it somewhere and then they hire people to go through the bins, and it's like plastic, chicken bone, and sellotape, and I don't know, a book, and a bit of rice in one pile. I don't know, but that's one of the reasons. You know, I always believe there should be one rule for all, not one rule for that person or that thing or whatever. It should be one rule for all. Now, Amazon. So I placed an order for a small item, nothing interesting, nothing fancy, and it was okay. It was nail varnish, all right? Jeez. One bottle of nail varnish. So, ordered it on Prime and stuff. And I just want to know why the box was... Like, I'm a size 5 in shoes. I could easily fit my shoes in there and there'll be more space. So I reckon there'll probably be a box for somebody that's size 9 or something. And there was so much of that brown paper that was in there. And when you rummage through and dig deep, like I literally had to dive into the box, like going into a well. And then I find that one nail varnish. And I think to myself, this again was why I don't recycle and I'm not into that whole environmental thing. Yeah, whatever. Shoot me down. Stop listening to my podcast if you want to, because you don't, you know, you think that I'm a bad person, I'm going to hell, or, you know, whatever. But a big organization like Amazon, lead by example, dude. Seriously, one nail varnish. And I got a shoebox size. And it was like, I mean, that wasn't like the first ever time it's happened. It happens on most of my Amazon orders. And even my friends as well, they say the same thing. But I don't get it. So I think, like, you know, if you are going to say, you know, whatever, if you want to look like you're some kind of environmental friendly or something, whatever, show it. But still loyal to Amazon. I'm sorry to all those small businesses and everything like that. Yeah, that's not going to stop me from ordering from Amazon. But it's just a box, and now I have to throw away the box in my bin with the food and the other stuff, you know, because I don't need a shoebox. I've already got loads of shoe boxes. I just love shoes. So on that note, peeps, love, peace, and hair grease.
Oh, this you crazy mother.